I'm just going to go over some basic poses. I made a video so you can do it in a flow, but here I will just go over them just so you can get an idea of what the pose is and how to do it. All right, so first we're going to start it seated. It's good to get grounded and do some deep breathing and get centered before you begin. So just inhale through your nose fully and exhale through your mouth. Breathe into your belly. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. 5 breaths or more is always great. So from seated, I have rib rolls. Your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're going to inhale up and exhale down, and we're just warming up our core. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Always do the other side to balance it out. You can make this your own. Go from small circles to bigger circles, and you can also go back, and that will get the stretch into your hips as well. Going back this way. Okay? Cat-cow. Hands and knees. Always make sure that your shoulders are above your hands here and line, hips above your knees. And the exhale, you cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Inhale. And then when you're done, meet at neutral. Again, go at your own pace. 5 breaths is good. And then next is down dog. So we're going to lift our hips up into the air, press through your hands, bring your shoulders away from your ears, let your head relax, make some noise up here as you breathe. You want your spine straight, so if you need to bend your knees, go ahead, bend your knees, but eventually you want your tailbone up and your thighs back. So this is down dog. And this is resting pose. Do 5 breaths here. Do what you can. If you need a break, just drop to your knees. And here I'll show you child's pose, which is another resting pose. You sit back, you put your head down. If you have a block handy, if your head doesn't reach the floor, a block or a pillow would be good. Or just spread your legs a little more, which helps me, and then put your head down. You can also bring your hands back on your sides. And that's child's pose. Next, we'll do plank pose. Plank, you start with your knees, hands a little forward, and then lift up onto your toes. Keep your hips up. Hands spread. This is plank pose. Press through your hands. This is a good overall body pose. Good workout pose. Keep your core tight. And then from here, chaturanga is like a push-up, but we're lowering ourselves to the ground, keeping your elbows close to your sides. Exhale down, and then we're going to inhale and come up into up dog. Engage your core muscles here, or zip up your pants. I have a little, my lower body muscles are engaged here. My feet are straight, flat. We exhale down. Okay. Cobra is a little shorter. We inhale, come up.
Keep your shoulders away from your ears and zip up your pants. It's pulling in your stomach. And my glutes are tight here. Okay, exhale down. And then we have a fold, a forward fold. Here, I want to inhale your arms up and exhale, extend from your hips, fold forward. Again, you want to keep your spine straight, so if you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. But you want your thighs back, little outer rotation here. Tailbone up. And before you come up, you want to exhale back down and only come up halfway. Your hands are about on your shins. Exhale back down. And inhale, slowly come back up, reaching your hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Mountain pose is a standing pose. Feet hip width distance apart, hands out to your sides. This is a good grounding pose. Just like in seated, I like to imagine roots coming from the bottom of my feet here, and the light coming from the heavens at the top of my head. Do good deep breathing here. This is mountain pose. And from here, tree pose. Hands at heart center. Starting with your right, lean into your left, finding that good stability in your left leg. And then pit stops. You can start here, and if that's where you are, then that's fine. The next step would be to bring your foot up to your calf. Don't rest your foot on your knee, and if you can go higher, go higher. And make sure your hips stay square, and do your breathing. If you're wobbly, that's okay. You're just working. That's good. Next, bring your hands up. You're breathing. Hands back and release slowly. Always remember to do your other side to balance it out. And then we're going to go back down to the ground. Butterfly pose. Bring your feet close together. Relax your, this is a good stretch for your hips. Keep your head tall. This is butterfly pose. And then feet out straight in front of you. Keep your feet flexed. Hands down by your sides. This is staff pose. This is a difficult one for me. I have a little lower back. I'm really tight down here, so this is good. This is a great pose to practice. And then you can go into a forward fold here, reaching down. Keep your spine straight. That's important. After you've done a few breaths here, you can relax your spine and more so let yourself go to where you would be. You don't want to, it's important to keep good alignment. So and then the next, bridge pose. You're gonna go have your knees bent, lay down on your back. Here you can about reach your heels. Keep your head looking forward. Don't turn your head while you're doing this pose. And then you're going to keep your legs together. Don't let them way apart. Keep them together. And you're going to lift up, pressing down into your shoulders. You can tuck your chin a little bit. Lift, and you can hold or turn it into a little exercise here, but holding. Release. If you can, lower your upper body slowly until you put your bottom down last. Okay, that's bridge pose. And then we're gonna hug our knees. Give yourself a hug. Keep your tailbone heavy. And then you can rock here and give your spine a nice massage. And last, we have happy baby pose. This is a good hip opener. It's okay to be silly. It might feel uncomfortable, but be vulnerable. It's a good stretch. It's okay to be silly. And last, we have our savasana, where we're gonna give our bodies time to rest. So make kind of a star, let your legs flat, straight out, and space in between your arms. Let your arms out. And here you will lay for about 7 minutes or more if you have time to let your body rest and restore, which is also very important. Just focus on your breathing and allowing your body to melt into the ground and relax as long as you can. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths and let yourself go. Thank you. When you're ready, slowly roll yourself up back into seated. Give yourself a moment. Thank yourself for showing up today, taking the time to do this for yourself. Because in healing yourself, you're allowing healing for others. You're healing yourself, you heal others. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.